Papyrus leans in a warm breeze. A grey shape stands mid-thigh in water the colour of tea. The head tilts a fraction, then resets. Minutes slide into an hour. The lungs of the marsh rise and fall. Fish gulp air. Frogs whisper. Bubbles tick the surface. Nothing else moves. At the edge of stillness, a muzzle of water lifts. The statue becomes a hinge. A bill knifes down, then up, and the surface seals as if nothing happened. In a world of hurry, a prehistoric bird Africa holds to a different clock. An animal that hunts with unblinking patience, where speed lives inside silence. East African wetlands are bitter and intricate. Floating grass, hippo channels, mats of papyrus and sedge. Here, a solitary hunter favors backwaters and shallow pans. The silhouette towers above reeds, legs built for wading, neck held like a drawn bow. Diet is heavy with air-breathing fish, lungfish, catfish, beaks. Frogs and small reptiles fill the gaps. Nests rise on floating platforms where remote water dampens disturbance. The method rarely changes. Stand, watch, strike. Only later does the name lock to the figure. The shoebill, a bird evolved for a single maneuver. In shoebill stork hunting, the head launches from stillness, and the bill, broad as a wooden clog, hooked at the tip, clamps with crushing precision. This is the shoebill stare behavior, scaled to a life. Eyes forward, blink rate low, attention fixed until the opening appears. Here is the paradox stated plain. How has extreme patience become a competitive hunting advantage in a fast-moving ecosystem? The marsh is crowded with pursuit specialists and coursing bills. Fish can vanish into silt. Birds flush at a hint of motion. Water levels shift with seasons. Waiting seems risky. Heat builds. Time drains. Yet the shoebill patience predator holds position for hours and wins by letting the prey make the first mistake. Evidence suggests its forward-facing eyes grant a degree of binocular vision rare among large waders, giving depth cues for a final, exacting lunge. The strike is a collapse, not a poke. A body-weighted plunge with the bill open, scooping water and prey in one explosive move. Mud and weeds come up too. The bird sieves, then re-grips with that hooked nail. A nictitating membrane sweeps across the eye during the impact, a clear eyelid that shields against debris. The economy is stark. Stillness reduces wake and shadow. Air breathers must surface. Noise-sensitive fish misjudge the statue. Shoebill slow hunting converts time into probability, trading calories burned for capture odds as the sun arcs and the swamp resets. 3 lines of explanation fit the pattern. First, energy economics. Studies indicate sit-and-wait tactics slash the metabolic cost of foraging in hot, hypoxic swamps where chasing fish would overheat and exhaust. Large bodies store heat and water. Tall legs reduce drag. Gular fluttering, rapid throat vibrations, cools the head while the rest remains still. The trade-off is exposure. Hours in one place invite biting insects, solar load, and the chance of being noticed by competitors or people. Second, prey behavior and physics. Many targets of shoebill stork hunting must surface for air or pause along reed edges where currents slacken. Motionless posture minimizes hydrodynamic cues that spook fish tuned to pressure waves. turbid water hides the approach. The bird uses the moment a prey item breaks the film, when its sensory world is split to deliver that weighted lunge. Limits appear when wind roughens the surface, light flattens contrast, or depths increase. The advantage fades as cues blur. Third, morphology and timing. The shoe-shaped bill creates a wide capture funnel suited to close-range collapse feeding. The hooked tip dispatches slippery prey that would squirm out of a narrow spear. Evidence suggests the stance and neck mechanics store elastic energy for strike speed, while the head's mass carries through vegetation. But stillness is the gatekeeper. Without it, the prey never approaches into the bill's geometry. Here, shoebill stare behavior is not a quirk. It is the enabling technology. The limit is brittleness. If water becomes too deep or shoreline plants thin, the geometry breaks and success falls. Scientists still debate how much individual experience tunes these thresholds and whether certain micro-habitats make patience pay far more than others. Behavior stacks on top. Individuals test shallows at dawn, when glare is low and fish rise. Some rotate to keep sun at their backs, so shadows stay short. After a strike, they reset, often within the same square meter, because the disturbance clears fast in slow water. Over weeks, a territory's best ambush slots become a circuit. In that context, shoebill slow hunting is not laziness. It is a map. The patient's predator reads depth, wind line, and oxygen pulse without moving a step. That stillness, untraceable when viewed from a passing boat, outcompetes flash. It has been rewriting what we thought we knew about how power can look in a wetland giant. The marsh quiets again. Dragonflies stitch the air. Bubbles bloom and pop. The head inclines, and the world tightens to a coin-sized circle on the water. A muscle tenses. The hinge puttles. The surface breaks and seals. The quarry dangles still, then folds into the vast bill. Can motionlessness be the ultimate form of power? A bird that hunts with unblinking patience makes the case each long day it stands watch. If flood regimes shift or air breathers decline, the ledger may change, and the advantage could slip. For now, this prehistoric bird Africa leans on time, and what seems like nothing happens until, in a blink, everything does. A success with the speed of a vanished splash, and no ripple left to mark it.